We've got some sad news in the sports world tonight. Former Washington State University football coach Mike Leach has died after suffering complications from a heart condition. The 61-year-old was the head football coach at Mississippi State, but you might remember he coached the Cougars from 2012 to 2019, leading them to 55 wins. And as much as he is remembered for the way he carried himself on the field, his interviews and news conferences off the gridiron were often must-see TV because he never quite knew what he'd say next.
Cal out-coached us. Cal outplayed us at every position that I saw. They wanted to win more than we did. They tried harder than we did. Hell no. Receivers create separation. That didn't happen. What game did you watch? The defense had to play for 8 minutes the first half, and Cal scored whatever points they did. It's somewhere where you're searching for a bright spot. There's no bright spot. We're pathetic. You know, we were a bunch of pathetic front runners.
Hey, he was always the bright spot. Leach was named Coach of the Year 3 different times in 2 different Power 5 conferences. Anyone who knew him, and many who did not knew, though, he was quite the character. So in honor of Coach Leach today, we're going to take a look back at some of his greatest hits, or you might say greatest quotes from his long coaching career.
Yeah, I did have a pet raccoon. I would like to have a pet raccoon again. It's tough if you travel. Yeah, you know, right now we have the atmosphere of a JC softball game. Would I spend a week in jail to get rid of my student loans? I would have spent 3 months in jail. There's not a lot of reality involved in reality shows, and I would have done it happily. It's a good win. There's a lot of people. It's like Woodstock, except everybody's got their clothes on. Eventually, before it's all said and done, I'd be leading prison calisthenics and stuff like that. Going to the best shank builder and get a good shank, you know, for if I needed anything like that.
It's a little mustache.
Oh yeah, there we go. They're quite a bit more maintenance free than you would think. I actually think a zombie apocalypse, I would die of boredom before anything else. I don't even think he had a mustache when I recruited him. I don't recall. And then he's got more than a mustache too, and I don't know why everybody only notices his. A lot of these kids have mustaches. My neighbors would start shooting zombies. Okay, here's another one. Okay, there's another one. All right, another one. And I respectfully declined to answer on the grounds that I might get fined. This is a really ugly zombie. Wow, pretty attractive for a zombie. I think most people that say that Christmas isn't their favorite holiday are lying. I think candy corn's awful. I completely hate candy corn. It's like fruitcake. There's a reason they only serve fruitcake once a year, because it's awful. There's still candy innovation, although a while back I found that Europe had better candy than we did overall. It's because they have gummy everything. Mobility. Make sure you have mobility with your costume. Make sure you can get around. Make sure it's warm enough so that you can get as much candy as possible. There's a time when they hit kind of raccoon teenage years, and it's time for them to head off and into the sunset. And as soon as you get it, immediately hide it, because your brothers and sisters will try to steal it.
Always memorable. Tonight we're thinking about his wife Sharon and their 4 children, as well as the dozens of players and coaches that he no doubt had an impact on throughout his long career. May his legacy live on. We're back right after this.